Hello everyone. So we are still on the case of a missing mother and their baby, and the baby happens to be MP Phillip Paulwell's 10-month-old child. The mother's name is Shellyann Patterson, and their 10-month-old baby girl is Sarah Paulwell. They have been missing since yesterday morning from 3 Gilmore Drive, Kingston 20 off the Mullines Road area, and it is said a burnt gold color van resembling a Pajero or Prada came by the gate, and she went out expecting it to be the next baby mother of her baby's father, Phillip Paulwell, and she has not been seen since. However, that baby mother's name was made public, and her name is Leoda Bradshaw, who also has an 8-year-old child for Paulwell. However, since the recent chaos and fiasco in trying to figure out what could have gone wrong or who could have taken the mother and her baby, the other baby mother, whose name is Leoda Bradshaw, has given a written public statement on the situation, which I'm going to share with you, and she has vehemently said she has nothing to do with the disappearance of the mother and her child, and she however do wish that anyone with information can bring it to the police, and she wish that they will be found safely. Statement by Leoda Bradshaw. My name is Leoda Bradshaw. I am a federal officer. I have a daughter with Mr. Phillip Paulwell, and we are in a long-term relationship. I wish to state categorically that I have absolutely nothing to do with the disappearance of Mr. Shellyann Patterson and her baby girl. The only interaction I have ever had with Miss Patterson is through a brief Facebook exchange. I wish to share the sequence of events leading up to my exchange with Miss Patterson. In May 2023, my 8-year-old daughter, with Phillip, was sent sexually explicit photos, which were later followed by email threats and extortion attempts. The matter was reported to the FBI, the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, and the Broward County Sheriff's Department Internet Crimes Against Children. They later reported the matter to the Jamaican authorities. The threats against our child continued for months as the authorities investigated. On Sunday, September the 3rd, an email was sent to the parliamentary group making threats that personal information on Phillip would be released to the public. They also made damning threats against our child. On Tuesday, September the 5th, I received an email from a Jessica Dean 568 at gmail.com advising me she has been trying to contact me for months on Facebook to inform me that Miss Patterson had a child with Phillip. I spoke to Phillip, and he confirmed that he had a brief relationship with Miss Patterson, and it is possible that the child was his, but he was not certain as a DNA test had not yet been done. Following my conversation with Phillip, I searched my Facebook history and noticed in my spam chats messages from an account with the name Jessica Dean, who had the PNP logo as her profile photo. She said she had been trying to reach out to me since June to bring to my attention the fact that Miss Patterson's child was Phillip's. This was the first time I was hearing about Miss Patterson and the child. I also noticed that Miss Patterson had searched for my profile and linked it 4 weeks ago, and again 2 weeks before the emails came. On Tuesday, September the 5th, I sent Miss Patterson a message on Facebook Messenger advising her that Philip had opened up to me about their involvement and the possibility that the child was his. I advised her that Philip and I would ensure the child is taken care of financially, and a DNA test would be done to ensure that Philip was the father of the child. That was the only time I had any interaction with Miss Patterson. I have never spoken to her by phone, nor have I made any arrangements to meet with her. Any such reports in social media are lies, and will be passed on to my lawyer for actions to be taken in the days ahead. I have shared all information I have with the authorities, and I hope their investigation will lead to the safe return of Miss Patterson and her baby girl. As can be seen from my exchanges with Miss Patterson, there was no anger, but just a genuine wish to see that an innocent child is taken care of and not caught up between two parents no longer in a relationship. I will continue to work with the local and U.S. authorities to get to the bottom of the threats against my family, in particularly our young daughter. I will continue to pray for the safe return of Miss Patterson and her baby, and ask anyone with information to please contact the police. And below, there are some little clips you guys can read pertaining to the Jessica Dean that was contacting her to let her know that Phillip Paulwell had a child with Miss Patterson. So you will see two different excerpts of it. You can read up on that. And I will also insert some messages that Leoda had made public about people trying to extort money and blackmail Mr. Peter Phillips, and they had messaged her as well. So some of these messages I would just put up for you guys, can go through it and read it while I'm talking. However, this case is getting from bad to worse and worse, and it is just sad that a baby that has nothing to do with any of this craziness is caught up in all this fiasco. Because trust me, as old as I be, right now I'm confused totally and stressed out in terms of like what the hell is going on here. However, the only thing that we can do is say a prayer for this young lady and her baby girl, and wish that somehow they will be recovered safely. I will address the elephant in the room in terms of Jamaica is a place where when somebody is missing for a certain time, we kind of lose a bit of hope, but we are trying to keep faith that they will be released safe, and it is just some misunderstanding. Okay, so let's put hands and hearts together and pray for the safe return of Tashayna Patterson and her 10-month-old baby girl Saraya Paulwell. Anyway guys, love you all. Bye for now.